Hello, everybody. Today, we want to talk about applications of data analytics in finance. So the data set that we got is this data set that has information about some loan applications. How many loan applications do we have? How many rows do we have? It's around 100 and 120,167 in the last row, since the first row is title. So it's going to be 120,166. And then the variables that we have is ID, loan amount, term, which is either 60 months or 36 months, interest rate, installment, FICO range low, FICO range high, grade, was it A, B, C, different things, subgrade, purpose. Purpose can be debt consolidation, credit card, uh, house, different things, yes. Title, loan status can be either current, fully paid, charged off. So current means that the person is still paying the loan. Fully paid means that the loan has been paid. Charged off essentially means that the person didn't pay the loan and the bank tried to, but the person didn't pay off the loan. So now the bank assume that like it's gone. It's a loss for the business, yes. They don't have any hope that they can retrieve that money. And then some other variables that we have here. Yes. So there are some questions at first. Here we want to get to know our data first. Loan amounts, maximum, minimum, mean, and standard deviation. So this is very easy. You can start with equals max, and then, oops, sorry, another language, okay. Equals max. And then I go to tab data. Loan amount is column B. So I click on column B, and then I close the parenthesis, hit enter. 40,000 is the maximum. The minimum for loan amount would be equals min. And then I open the parentheses, I go to tab data, and the minimum for loan amount is 700. The mean is, so it's average. And then we go to tab data, loan amounts, and 14,776. And then last one is standard deviation, STDEV. I open the parentheses and I go to this tab, loan amounts. I get 8,615. So remember, standard deviation means how much the data is spread around the mean. Question 2, what's the purpose of how many loans that we have with this purpose? So it's a counts ifs function. Yes, it's a count ifs function. Let's do it. So we want to see how many loans have this purpose. So I'm going to type equals count ifs. And I open the parentheses. I go to this tab data. Then the purpose of the loan. What column is purpose? Let's see, column J. The purpose of this must be comma. I go back to tab Q2, and the purpose must be educational. And then I just drag it down. I see this. And then the sum, I can just easily see that the total is right here, 128,166. Or I can just do it like this, equals sum. And then I select everything. That's also one way to do it. Percentage is going to be equals 100 times this guy divided, and then it's going to be divided by 120,166. Either I can type that number, or I can say this. So divided by this, but I gotta fix the cell. So I'm gonna say $C, $17. So And obviously they add up to 100, yes. So as you can see right here, sum is 100, or you can say equals sum. What's the biggest what's the largest type of loan purpose? 58.6% of them are the debt consolidation. So I'm gonna just copy and paste it here. What's the second largest? Credit card. What's the smallest? Educational. Okay. Next question is about so loan status, how many we have there. So it's going to be again like count ifs. I'm going to do count ifs. And then open the parentheses, go to tab data. And then, so here we want loan status, yes? So loan status, we got to see what column is that. Loan status, loan amount, installments, purpose, column O, loan status. So I click on O, I put a comma, I go back to Q3, and then must be this. And then I hit enter and I drag it down. So now I have all the numbers, and then the total would be equals sum. And then I just add all of them. Percentage wise, again, 100 times this number divided by, this time I'm going to just type 121.66. So 16% of the loans are charged off, and all the way 67.9% fully paid. So then this one is going to be sum of all of these. Okay. Very easy question. Yes, these are super easy questions. We just want to get to know our data, nothing else. One more thing, interest rate, again, equals max. Open the parentheses, go to tab data. Just all you got to do is find interest rate, which is column D, and that's it. Interest rate, maximum interest rate, 30.99%. That's very high. Minimum of interest rate, open the parentheses, go to tab data. This one, 5.32. That's a good rate. Mean is going to be equals average. (13.19%), and last one is standard deviation, SDDEV. Yeah. So we got everything here. Maximum was 30.99, minimum was 5.32. Installment, that means monthly payments. Average for that is average, and then each monthly payments, the average would be installment, column E. $439.72. Next question, question 5. FICO range. So this one starts from minimum and then maximum. Again, nothing crazy. I just want to get to know our data. Okay, so equals minimum, and then you go to tab data. So now we are doing minimum of, what was it? FICO range high, yes. FICO range high, we got to find that variable, FICO range high. FICO range right here, column G. So that's the minimum. 644. That means if your credit score is less than that, don't even apply for loans. Maximum equals max, and then it's gonna be FICO range high, column G, 850 is the maximum, so minimum is 644, maximum 850, and then mean equals average. Again, FICO range high. $699, and standard deviation STDEV. $30.6. What's the correlation between FICO range high and interest rate? So for that, we are going to use Corel, and then correlation between two items. Yes, FICO range high and interest rates. FICO range high, and then comma, and then interest rates. So it's negative 0.4. Interpretation: as interest rate as FICO range high increases, interest rate decreases. Yes, and that makes sense. As I'll copy and paste this. FICO range high increases because as your credit score increases, banks are going to charge you lower interest rate because they trust you. INT underscore rates decreases because banks trust you. And with higher credit scores, you're going to get lower interest rates. What is correlation between loan amount and installments? The correlation between these two. Again, we're going to do Corel, so equals Corel between loan amount and installments. Loan amount and installments. Loan amounts, comma, and then installments. 0.94, very high. So as, let's say, loan amounts increases, installments increases as well. It makes sense, yes, because installment is monthly payment, and as this increases, as loan amount increases, installments, because total amount of money that you took as a loan increased, so you got to pay, the monthly payments are going to be higher. What other variables impact installments? Maybe interest rates. Yes, interest rates, like oppositely, yes. If interest rate increases, no, as a matter of fact, directly, interest rate increases, installments increases as well. Or term, is it 6 months or 60 months or 36 months? Good. Now that we know our data well, let's answer these questions. So I'm going to get rid of the question marks, or I can just have them. It's okay. I'm going to just zoom in so we can see a little bit better. Make this smaller. Still zoom in. Okay, now it's good. The number of grade A loans. So focus filter only on fully paid and charged off. So we are going to create a tab called fully paid and charged off loans. Yes. I'm going to call this tab F fully paid FP, maybe the dash charged off. Yes. Fully paid and charged off. Or we can just write fully paid and charged off. So I just created a folder called a new tab called fully paid and charged off. And then on the new tab, I'm gonna just do this. So we want to filter them. I go to tab data and then I click on sort and filter. Filter. So here I'm gonna select these. I'll select everything, charge off, and then fully paid. I select them and then I just apply filter. Yes. Fully paid, charge off, apply filter. So yeah. And then I just close this. So as I can see, like now they are blue and there's every now and then there's a jump in our data from 27 to 30 and they're all fully paid charged off. So all I got to do is to copy and paste everything. So with three, again, short keys. Command A copies everything. Command A selects everything. Command C on Mac copies everything. And then I go to the tab that I want. And then I cell A1, I paste everything. Remember, you always must first filter and then copy and paste. Then I usually want to go back to the tab we had and make sure that I'm gonna erase the filter. So I'm gonna go right there and click on filter one more time. So now it's on filter. So I have this tab. I can zoom in. Now I can answer the questions right here. A number of grade A loans. So number of grade A loans only on fully paid and charge off. So I'm going to do this equals count ifs. And then I'm going to just say, go to this tab, fully paid and charged off. And then grade must be A. So 17,723. That's the answer that I got. Yes. Now, next one is the number of grade A loans that are charged off. The number of grade A loans that are charged off. So again, it's a count function. And then how do we do that? So I can say equals count ifs. Number of grade A loans that are charged off. So it's going to be two conditions, yes. One condition is that grade must be A. And then loan status must be charged off. $1,031. Yes. 1,031. So you don't have to call these tab fully paid and charge off. It's a, but you can just also, if you want, or you can just call it FPCO, whatever you want to. It's, yeah. But then ratio of grade A loans that are charged off. What percentage of, what ratio of them are charged off? So this one is going to be easily just this guy divided by this guy. 0.0581 of grade A loans are charged off. Ratio of grade A loans that are fully paid. So here, we know that they're either charged off or they are fully paid. So the ratio of them that are charged off is this much. The ratio that are fully paid is going to be just 1 minus this. They got to add up to 1 or 100%, yes? So the ratio of loans that are fully paid is going to be just 1 minus this guy. Average interest rate on fully paid grade A loans. Good, good question. It's going to be average ifs equals average ifs, and then I want average interest rate on fully paid grade A loans. Average interest rates on fully paid grade A. So this guy, A, and then loan status fully paid. Yes. Average ifs, and then fully paid charge off, D colon D, fully paid charge off, H colon H, and then grade must be A, and then status must be fully paid. Okay. So average interest rate on fully paid grade A loans is 7%. Okay, that was about grade A loan. Now let's switch to grade C loans. So grade A loans are loans that banks are pretty sure that customers are going to pay them back. Yes, they are not worried that customers are not going to, like, they're worried that just a little bit. Grade C loans, however, they're more risky. Less people pay them back. So let's do some calculation here. Question about grade C loans. The number of grade C loans. So again, I'm going to just type equals count ifs, and then I go to fully paid and charged off. And then, so I want the grade to be C this time. So we have 28,095 of them. Next question, the number of grade C loans that are charged off. So we have two conditions now. Equals count ifs. Now, grade C loans that are charged off. Grade C that are charged off. $6,200. The ratio of grade C loans that are charged off is going to be this guy divided by this guy. It's 22%. That's a lot. So you see the difference between grade A loans and grade C loans. Grade A loans, they are only 5% of them. 5.8% of them, for example, they have this problem that they are not, or they are charged off. But for this guy, for grade C loans, 22% of them are charged off. It means people don't pay them back, yes? Ratio of grade C loans that are fully paid. It's going to be equals 1 minus this guy, yes? Because loans here, they're either fully paid or charge off. Average interest rate on fully paid grade C loans. It's going to be equals, again, average ifs. Interest rate fully paid grade C. Average interest rates on grade C and then fully paid. Loan status. Fully paid. 13.9%. Let's see what's going on. Grade A loans. Grade A loans, they are usually safer for the bank. Only 5% of the people, 5.8% of people don't pay them back. However, the interest that they can charge customers is lower. It's 7.1%. Grade C loans, they're way more risky. 22% of people that they get that loan, they don't pay it back. Only 78% or 77.9% of people pay it back. But interest rate on them are higher. Which one should the bank focus? Grade A loans or grade C loans? Let's see. Let's calculate something. Calculate effective return on grade A and grade C loans. What is effective return? Effective return on grade A loans and grade C loans. 1 plus average interest rate on fully paid grade A loans. Like 1 plus this guy divided by 100, yes? Times ratio of grade A loans that are fully paid. So what we are doing is this. Equals 1 plus this guy, because its interest rate is in percentage, I gotta divide it by 100, yes? Then multiply it by what percentage of them ratio of grade A loans that are fully paid, yes? 94% of them are fully paid, so times this. So it's 1.008. So the bank makes profit right over them. How about this? So again, 1 plus average interest rates. So interest rate is in percentage. We divide it by 100 to make it like as get rid of the percentage wise. 1 plus the average interest rate over 100 is the return, but not all of the loans are fully paid. For example, here, 22% of them, we don't get them back. So we don't care about that. So I'm going to do this. Equals, open the parentheses, 1 plus the interest rates on them. I said A plus. No, I meant 1 plus. This guy divided by 100. Times this 77.8.779 that they're getting paid. This one, return is less than 1. The bank is not getting even its or principal money. It's a bad investment. So business recommendation, although interest rates on grade C loans are higher than grade A loans, and then maybe in parentheses, 13.9% versus 7.12%. Then I go to next line. However, the fully paid rate is also, or the fully paid rate is lower, or charged off rate is higher. However, the charged off rate is also higher. Yes. Here, the bank can 94% of the loans, grade A loans, are paid off, but interest rate is lower. Here, interest rate is a little bit higher, but only 0.779 of them are paid back. The bank should see which option has a higher effective interest rate, effective return, which is grade A. It's more than 1, the bank makes profit. The bank should focus on grade A loans. Why? Because effective return for them is higher. It's even greater than 1. But for this one, grade C loans, they are losing money on them. Although they make 13% interest, but they lose 22% of them because many people don't pay them back. Okay, that's it for this chapter. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening, and have a wonderful time.